Day One Journey, episode 1193. Cha-ching. Say it out loud. Well, there's something with words and articulating ourselves, saying what's on our mind, and more than that, at least for me, saying the things that are true for me. I call these things my truths. And I was talking about this idea with a good friend of mine. She's been doing it for a while, writing things that are important to her. And I also do that. But not just writing and not just reading it in my mind, reading it aloud, saying it aloud. And why is it actually a good idea? Well, when I learned about memory, how to remember things, I think the basic thing that they mentioned was use as many senses that you can. The more ways you do something, or you say something, or you repeat the same idea, the more different ways you do it, and different mostly in the senses that you use, it will be engraved more in your mind, your brain, your subconscious, whatever you want to call that. So when I make a list, my truths, my goals, my ambitions, whatever it is, and I write it down. So the first habit that I used to have, okay, I wrote my goals, and then I forgot about them. I didn't watch them, I didn't read them, I didn't listen to them. Then throughout the years, I started making recordings. I was listening. I like the listening part because I do other things and I can listen at the same time. But saying this, so I sort of try to figure out how to do it in the most, I guess, effective way. I say these things because I want them to be engraved in my mind. I want them to be part of me, because these are powerful reminders. For example, I like to remind myself I'm stronger than my momentary and temporary emotions, feelings, and desires. I'm stronger than them. Now, I can read it from my notebook. I can read it and say it in my mind. I can listen to myself saying it. I can listen to someone else saying it. I can write it down again. So what is the best way to get it to your mind? Well, one answer would be the thing that is most active, less passive. But I think this answer is just, a bit confusing in itself. I think the best is to do as much as you can with everything. I think like Gary says, people ask Gary, what should I do? Focus on Instagram or Facebook? And he says, you know the answer, both. So yeah, all of them. So why I'm emphasizing today about saying out loud? Well, it doesn't take more time. So I'm already going through it. It's in front of my eyes. So either I listen to myself saying it, either I listen and I read, or I just read. It doesn't take too much more time to actually saying it. And when you say it, it's not just about using your mouth. first of all, it's not just your mouth; it's your throat. It's something. It's the air that goes out of your body. This is you are doing something, and you listen to yourself, and it's your voice, not someone else's voice. So it's not just our ability to speak and say things, which is active, it's proactive, it's powerful. It's also we're listening to ourselves, and whilst we're doing it, again, doing something like motion is emotion. When we move, when we say, when we start doing something, it can get us to a different state. Reading something passively, even if it's something very positive, very nice, is one thing. Saying it out loud, especially when you don't feel like it, but you say it, and then you hear yourself saying it, it's like something changes because this is active. And yes, people can hear you. Small story time. One time, before I moved to Thailand, I had an apartment. It was like the first floor, and the ground floor was my landlord. So every morning I was waking up in the morning and listening to my own recordings as the alarm. And it was pretty long, like I don't know, at least 20-30 minutes, and I was doing my daily routine. I never knew someone listened. And then one day, I think she asked me to help her son with some English. And then she said, well, like, in the morning when you listen to all your recordings and stuff like that. And I was doing them in English, but she heard me, she heard the recordings, she understood that it was me recording myself, which is not that obvious. It wasn't on the same floor, it was and the door was closed. I have no idea, but she knew that. And I didn't think she was interested in what I was doing. I don't know. Yes, when you talk, people listen. People hear you. Yeah, and it's weird. Yeah. It's weird. People will come to you and say, oh, you're talking to yourself. Well, it's weird. It's helpful. And might even help people to work on their confidence. Yes, this is me. Yes, this is what I believe. Yes, I say it every day in the morning out loud. Yes, it helps me. Yes, and this is good for me. And that's it. Done. This is my recommendation. But more than that, it's my reminder for myself. I do write, and sometimes in my diary is a reminder every day to say what I'm about to do next out loud. And it helps me. Either way, have a good day. Day one. See you tomorrow.